Welcome back to the next video. In this video I will show you how to overlay text to a live video recording in Flutter Android application with Media3 effect and CameraX. So let's get started. Now there are few caveats before I start the tutorial. Firstly, you need to use at least Flutter 3.32.0 or higher, otherwise you will face lot of Gradle issues. Second is the CameraX and the overlaying of text, all that code is written natively via Kotlin, so I'm not using any third-party library. And third is which is slightly off, like once I am finished with the recording, I'm saving the video to external storage and I'm able to play that video with the videos app as well. But I was also trying to send the URL of the saved video back to Flutter side and try to play it via the video player package, but it is not really working for me. I don't know why. So if you have any suggestions, do let me know in the comments on what I am doing wrong. But anyways, this tutorial is about how to overlay text to a live video recording or add a watermark text to live video recording. So let's get started. So first you need to go to your main.dart and here you have to import dart.io. Here you can see I have created another dart file which I am importing over here, which I will show you shortly, and this is the name of my project, Flutter app. So you'll have to replace it with your own project name. Then here I have imported Flutter material as well as Flutter services. Then this is boilerplate code which is present by default. I have not changed it anything. Then here is our home page widget. So here I am making it as a stateful widget. Here if platform is Android, then this value is false, otherwise this value is true. Then here we have this method channel called camera permission as well. And inside the init state, if platform is Android, we just call this get camera permission, and inside get camera permission we invoke a method called get camera permission again. So same string you need to use it on native Android side as well. And once this value is true, we just change the value of this is permission granted to true. Once is permission granted is true, then we display our my camera view, else we just display a text saying give camera permission. Okay, now coming back to this my camera view file which I have created over here. So first before that you need to go to pubspec.yaml, and I have added this video player as well as chibi package. Now coming back to my camera view.dart, here I have imported dart.io, Flutter material, services, video player as well as chibi. Then here is our stateful widget as well. Here it is method channel of camera view. When here we have video URL which is empty at the start. Then here is our video player as well as chibi controller. Creation params is basically used to send some data from Flutter to native Android side, but we are not really doing that in this case. Then here we have this dispose, where we just dispose our controller as well as chibi controller. And if video URL is not equal to empty, that means the video has been saved after live recording and we are sending the part back to Flutter side. In that case we just display this chibi controller, which basically displays your video player. And else at the start we display the Android view, which is the live camera video recording. So it will also have the start stop recording button as well. Okay, and view type, so same name you have to use it on native Android side as well. Here we get a callback call on platform view created, so here we just do on handle method. So here we have this case send from native. Here we get the URL of the saved video. Then inside set state we just initialize our controller, we add a listener to it as well. We set the looping to true, we call initialize, we initialize our chibi controller as well, and then we assign text to our video URL as well. So yeah, that's all there is to it. And here you can see I'm getting this error when I am trying to play the video. So yeah, I'm not really sure. If you know, do let me know in the comments. But anyways, that's not the point of this tutorial. Next, go to the Android folder, go to app, go to build.gradle.kts, and inside the dependencies block you need to add Android X camera core, Android X camera 2, Android X camera lifecycle, camera view, camera video, Android X camera media 3 effect, which is still in alpha at the time of me recording this video. Then Android X media 3 effect as well as Android X constraint layout. Then go to Android manifest.xml, and here you need to add uses feature of Android hardware camera, camera permission, write external storage permission as well as record audio permission. Then I need to go to main activity, and here here firstly you have to add all these imports. Then here I have created one variable which will take the camera as well as record audio permission, and if Android version less than equal to P, we also write the write external storage permission. Here I have this method channel result as well. Here we override on request permission result, and if the request code equal to request code permission, if all permissions are granted, then we send back as true, else we send back as false. Here I have just have one helper method just to check whether all permissions was granted or not. Then here we override configure Flutter engine. So here we register this view. Now this is a Kotlin file which I have created. I will show you shortly. Then here we have this method channel passing camera permission, and once the camera permission is granted, the callback comes over here. Now coming back to this camera view, so you have to create a Kotlin file called my camera view factory.kt. Now the package name should be your own package name, whatever you see inside your main activity.kt, just paste it over here. Don't copy my package name, and rest everything you can just copy paste it. So this is boilerplate code which is present by default every time you want to embed a native Android view inside your Flutter application. So yeah, feel free to pause the video and just copy this code. Now here we are referencing another Kotlin file called my camera view. So here we just create my camera view.kt, and again here this is our package name. These are all the imports. So again feel free to pause the video and just copy all these imports which are present. Then here is our video capture recorder, here is our recording, here is our process camera provider, then here is our camera executor service. Here we initialize constraint layout, our preview view as well as our button. Here is our method channel as well. Then here we have file name, format as well as tag. Then here we initialize our layout params and assign it to constraint layout. Here is our constraint set as well. Then here we constrain our viewfinder to all sides of the screen, and from the bottom we leave a margin of 200. Then here is our button as well, where we constrain it to the bottom of the screen. Then we add a click listener to our button. We call setup camera as well. Here we call start camera. Here we initialize our camera executor. Then here we have capture video. The button dot is enabled is equal to false. Here we initialize our recording. We stop the recording. We make it as null. Here is our simple date format as well. Here we pass content values dot apply, passing the display name, MIME type, and Android version greater than P. We also set the relative path. Then here we have this media store output options as well. Here we prepare our recording, and if the audio permission is granted, then we just do with audio enabled. Then we start our recording. Then here is our start event. So we just do change the text as well as of our button as well as is enabled to true. Once the video has finished recording, and if there are no errors, we just display the URL in form of toast message. So here is the URL, and now the URL is not in proper format for a video player to play it. So I asked ChatGPT to convert it to a proper format, and it gave me this method which I will show you shortly. And then we are just sending the path. So but I don't know what exactly is the issue. It is not able to play the video. Then here we shut down our camera executor, we unbind our camera provider, we stop our recording, we make it as null. And here we just change the text of our button as well as is unable to true. Then here we have this method called copy video to app cache. So that's what we are doing over here. Then here we have start camera, where we do process camera provider dot get instance. We add a listener to it. We initialize our preview view, we initialize our recorder, then we initialize our video capture, we get hold of our default back camera. Then here we do use case group builder dot add preview use case as well as video capture. Then here is our Media3 effect. Here we create the immutable list. Okay, and here we call this create overlay effect from bundle. So this will basically overlay text, which I will show you again shortly. Then here is our effect. Then here we do Media3 effect dot set effects, passing our effects, and here we do Media3 effect as well. We unbind our camera provider, we bind it to the life cycle. Then here inside get view we return our constraint layout. Inside dispose we shut down our executor. Now coming back to the create overlay effect from bundle. So firstly you have to create an immutable list. Then you have to use static overlay settings, set the rotation degree as well as alpha scale to whatever you feel like. And this is the text which I am overlaying. Now here I have hard coded the text, but if you want you can send this text from Flutter side as well. Like I said, you can make use of this. I'm not going to go into exact details, but you'll have to make use of this creation params every time you want to send some data from Flutter to native Android side. Then you will have to fetch this data over here. Okay, over here I think, and then you will have to pass that string as a constructor value to this. Then you will have to send this value as constructor to this as well. Okay, but I'm not going into that. So here I have just hard coded hello. Then here we are just setting the color to it, so you can change this black color to whatever you feel like. Then here we set the span as well to this. then we just do text overlay dot create static text overlay, then we do overlays builder dot add text overlay, then we do overlays builder dot build, and if overlays dot is empty we return null, else we do overlay effect passing in our overlays. So yeah, that's all for the code. Now let's look at the output. I have recorded it with a video recording app, so I'll just play this video recording. I'm giving it the camera permission, then the record audio permission, then it started recording, and here you can see this hello overlay. Now I've started the recording. Ignore this microphone not available, this is from a video recording, but here you can see I'm recording the video. Now I'll click on the stop recording button. It will display the URL of the recording inside a toast message, the path, but here you can see I'm not able to play the video. So I'm going to my files app and selecting the video, and here I'm able to play it. So hopefully you got the point. Yeah, that's it. Thank you for watching. Bye.